We have been fortunate enough to participate in the Rescue Rocks events for, I think, since inception. And then last year, to find out we won the grant was, Florida does not even begin to say, we had no idea. So the Rio Grande Valley is just over, it's really just over the border with Mexico. And there's no public shelter, there's no animal control officers, it's literally a free-for-all. Dogs get dumped, and that's many times the best situation for them. There is a whole network of women that try to help them. They go out on a regular basis with whatever they can raise or whatever they can get people to send them from across the country to buy food, and they go out and feed them. When I wrote the grant request, it was from the heart and from personal connections with those people. And then that's really what convinced us before I wrote the grant that if we can get this, or let's make the commitment on our part, because we paid for our part. All the grant money went to helping the dogs. So the travel down there we did on our own, but we felt that, okay, that's worth it. That's an investment for us. We need to go there. They're doing it every day. We need to go show that we care too. And so we made the trip down. We drove around with Lorena, and we came down this dirt road, normal stretch, and we drove up to the stop, and we got out of the car, and my foot hit the ground, and I heard this noise, and I looked down, and it's a little black puppy. He wasn't in bad shape, but he clearly had been out for a little while. And we looked, it was only one, and there was no one around. There was no one anywhere near there. We couldn't take her to the hotel. There's really no boarding facilities down there. Anybody who's boarding is a friend's house that's keeping an eye on. And so we had to drive away. We were watching the rearview mirror as we drove away. And that's the life down there. So if you're a dog person, probably not in a million years would you think that you would ever drive away from a puppy. That is, in a nutshell, what happened, what the Rio Grande Valley was like. Thanks to the grant from WZ Yellowstone Gives, we were able to go there and do some things to help. We did some vetting on site. We took some dogs to the vet while we were there, but it was more about, okay, who you have that you're looking for rescues for, who do we have that we can pull in. And although we had to leave a couple, we also took some dogs in off the street. So we tagged, coming off the street, probably 5 or 6 dogs right off the street while we were there. And then we tagged another 20 to 25, somewhere in there, of dogs that were already in homes or in fosters waiting for rescue. And then we used the funds over the next 3 to 5 months to finish the vetting, get them to boarding if we needed to, up north, and then the transport, and then eventually the final vetting, whatever they needed when they got to Connecticut to finish it up. And so all total, that money impacted almost 70 dogs. In terms of vetting, transport, we were spread across town. We won't give up on the Rio Grande. We're just too connected there. We built the foundation, and everything that we went, all the reasons why we went there and all the things that we were able to accomplish and all the connections and relationships we built, and we can't walk away from that unless we absolutely have to. That problem's not going away. There's no end to it based on current, the way the current world operates down there. But it bought us a lot more time, which means it bought a lot more dogs hope and rescue.